Welcome back to the Kuzie's Corner Podcast, episode 4. Another special episode with another special guest. Today on the podcast, we have none other than Aaron Scott, Mr. Slim Pickens, however that goes. He's a great kid, great guy. Been coaching. I coached him while he was in high school. Had some time to spend with him. I mean, unbelievable family, unbelievable character. Silky smooth game. Very, very, very athletic, very particular with what he want to do on the court. And I mean, he plays extremely hard. So today, our guest, A. Scott, welcome to the show, A. Scott.
What's good? What's good?
Welcome to the podcast, man.
It's good.
Hey, so just jumping right into it, man. Starting with your time at Legacy. You know, talk about the time when you had with Mr. Reggie and all those. You guys was like the first group of guys that, you know, that kind of encountered with the school, kind of was brought up, the school was built to be. You know, you guys were pretty much the face of, you know, the whole process of what it was. So talk about your time at Legacy, man, with all the people that was there with you.
Yeah. Well, so junior year, you know, COVID hit. I was stuck out. I really didn't have no offers for real. And, you know, Coach PJ hit me up saying he wanted me, Ashton, and John to come, you know, go to Legacy for my senior year. You know, it was a big step, you know, trusting Coach PJ, you know, believing in him, believing in what he was saying. You know, I trusted him the whole way throughout the whole process, you know. And I ended up making one of the best decisions I ever made, you know, with the connections he had. You know, he played with Matty B, which was the head coach of North Texas. And he connected me with him and, you know, ended up going there.
Nah, no doubt. So, yeah, Matty B was my college roommate, man, and one of my brothers for a long time. Me and his family is tight. You know, I talk to him all the time. Today is his birthday. We actually want to shout out Matty B. Happy birthday, Matty B. You know, happy birthday, dude. Yeah, no doubt. And, I mean, one of the good things about Legacy, getting to know A. Scott was getting to know his family. And his dad, Mr. T, man, is like one of the funniest guys ever, man. Mr. T, he's super involved, man. Mom is super involved, and your sister is a pretty good basketball player in herself. I think she might be a little bit better, you know.
Nah.
Hey, it's no problem, bro. My sister better than me, man. You got my baby sister better than me. Is she your older sister? Hey, I gotta get her on one day, and she'll settle the record straight, you know. But talk about your family, man, and how important your family is, and how, you know, just that family atmosphere, the family culture that your family already had, compared to how it mixed so well with the family culture that we have at Legacy.
Yeah. So, you know, my family very supportive. You know, they go to every practice, every tournament. You know, they just go everywhere. Everywhere I go, they go. You know, and with the Legacy family, it was just, they clicked, you know, right away. It was crazy how they clicked and how fast they clicked. You know, you can just tell it was all family, all love. You know, that's a big piece. That's a big part of, you know, the whole season. It was a big part of the whole season, just everybody family orientated. You know, and that'll last forever. You know, I still talk to people from the team, John, B. Miles, PJ, Ashton, you know, I still got my brothers, you know, that's gonna last a lifetime.
No doubt. One of the guys that played with you that we love to bring up every time we got a chance to bring up, Latino Ball. The fourth Ball brother actually played at Legacy. But nah, definitely Latino Ball, man. But yeah, definitely shout out those guys. You know, and like Ruben said on our previous episodes, he was like, pick the people, not the places, you know. And I think that's a big thing that, you know, we try to instill in all our kids. It's about all our kids. It's about the people, you know, the glitz and glamour and all that is gonna be everywhere. Every program, every place you go gonna have glitz and glamour, but it's about the people that's running things, the people that's involved, the people you're gonna deal with every day. Those are the people that make, you know, the decisions on how your time will be at certain places. You know, so speaking of the people, like you said, you went to North Texas with Matty B and Coach Grant, and you knew teammates and had former teammates and all those types. So just talk about a few of your teammates. You know, of course, we know Rube, you and Rube from the same area. So any other teammates, you know, got Mason too. So just shout out any one of your teammates, or just tell us about some time that you had at North Texas that was most memorable to you.
All right. So I was blessed coming into my freshman year. Had a vet on the team, played the same position. You know, he basically taught me everything my freshman year. You know, what it took to get on the court, to get playing time. And, you know, fortunately for me, I got playing time. I did it. You know, just my hustling, my rebounding, I just knew my role. And, you know, I was fortunate to be taught early on how to get on the court. And, you know, I was very fortunate for that. And my other teammates, you know, just giving me the confidence, just telling me what's right, what's wrong. I was very fortunate for that.
No doubt. So just some things like we talked to Rube about being a winner. You are a winner too. You know, you was the MVP of our title run when you was in high school. You first team All-World, and you've been a consistent winner too. So we know Rube said, you know, you just have to work every day and don't complain about it. What is some of your keys to being a winner?
Just having a winning mentality. Just doing whatever it takes to win, honestly. Just buying into what the coach is saying, just buying into the teammates, just having a winning mentality.
No, definitely. The winning mentality is everything. And a lot of people like to call it the Mamba mentality. You know, just wanting to win at all costs, wanting to win so bad, you know. And I think that's one of the ways you play. You know, you had great stats this year. You were relentless on the glass. You were relentless. You know, y'all team got hit with the injury bug like no other. I'd never seen it before, you know, and it caused y'all to have to fight just to have a above 500 season. And I think that really was a testament to how hard that you played and how much winning meant to you and those guys at North Texas. So shout out to the Mean Green for sure. Definitely a special place for Coos kids. Definitely a special place for the city of Houston. Definitely a special place for you and your family. And translating to that to going to the transfer portal. Just talk about the decision to do it. Like, what factored in the decision to kind of get into the transfer portal?
My last coach, Coach Hodge, you know, I love him to death. You know, I stayed with him. This was his first year head coach. I had a choice. I could have left, but, you know, I stayed with him. I rocked with him. You know, one of the things he told me, he said he took the job because I was staying. So that meant a lot to me, you know, and I rocked out with him for a year, you know. You know, it's just time, you know. It's time for me to move on, and I'm grateful for entering the transfer portal, you know. I'm proud of my decision, you know. I'm not taking it back. I'm proud of what I did.
No, it's definitely been good to you. And just speaking on that, because a lot of kids hear about the transfer portal, and you have all these people that talk about it's just making kids soft and there's no loyalty and all that type of stuff today. But you show loyalty definitely by staying with Coach Hodge and rocking out. And people don't understand, like, you could have left to go play in the Big 12, the SEC, any of that last year, you know, and being in the everyday conversations with you, I know how adamant you was about playing for Coach Hodge and giving Coach Hodge a chance, and how you didn't want to leave him. You and Rube, how y'all didn't want to leave him out there. You know, it was his first year head coaching, and y'all really wanted to come play for him. And so I think parents and families and people need to see that, because you always have these guys that never did it. They never was in the situation where they wasn't the player that, you know, they have all these perspectives, but getting the perspective from you and former guys that are actually in the war rooms and in the trenches with these guys, and hearing real reasons why kids are getting in the portal, or real reasons why kids are staying. And I just think people need to understand, hey, you showed a lot of loyalty by staying. I mean, I know what you passed up on, everybody else don't, but I think that needed to be said so people could know about that. So going on to your visits, you know, you told me the other day, you said, Coach PJ, I'm visited out. Like, I'm just tired of visits. I'm tired of, you know, it happens when you top 10 player out of the portal, you know. So just talk about all your visits that you took. Well, I mean, we don't have to talk about all of them. You're down to Memphis, OU, and St. John. So just touch on them 3 visits and what stood out about each one of them. What stood out about Memphis visit, what stood out about St. John's, and what stood out about OU visit.
Memphis visit, what stood out, just being in Memphis. I went to a game, went to a Grizzlies game, just seeing how the fans celebrated them. You know, the Memphis, they play in the FedEx Forum for their home games. So just seeing that atmosphere and just seeing what the atmosphere for their home games would look like was crazy. St. John's, what stood out, just how locked in they were on me, just how just their plan, what they had for me as far as development-wise, what they wanted me to accomplish. They had a lot of film, just to break down film of me from last season, just what I struggled in, what I exceeded in. You know, they had all types of stats. That impressed me. And at OU, you know, just being a Norman, Norman is crazy. You know, the facilities they got, just their fans, this is just crazy in Norman.
And don't forget about your sister, the best guy.
Yeah, obviously.
Don't forget about her. She's the best player in the family now.
Yeah, fast family.
Yeah, no doubt. So, you know, with that being said, man, we want to open the floor for you. We know you got a big announcement and anything you want to, you know, we want to thank your family. You want to thank, you know, anybody what you want to thank. So the floor is yours, my guy.
I just want to thank, you know, my family, obviously, for being so supportive with me throughout this whole process. Just all the coaches who gave me advice throughout this whole process. All the coaches who helped me out throughout this whole process. With that being said, I want to commit to St. John's University.
Hey, there we go. The 4th episode. We got our 4th commitment from top 10 player in the transfer portal. Actually, number 6, small forward. Aaron Scott committed to St. John's University, man. Coach Rick Pitino. And just talk about the visit. I told you before you went up there, hey, man, hey, Pitino is a different monster, you know. And before you went up there, we talked about it. And while you was up there, we talked while you was on the visit. So just talk about the visit to St. John's that really stood out and kind of helped you make that decision.
You know, Madison Square Garden is crazy.
The Garden.
The Garden is crazy. You know, they play some of their home games there. Just being on that platform, just being able to showcase my abilities on that platform is just crazy. You know, the coaches, first day I was in the portal, the coaches texted me, you know, warning me from the first day. You know, and the way they just poured into me when I was on the visit, the way they just believed in me, you know, and we also played them this year, so they know my game and know what I can bring to the table.
No, so happy for you, man. So happy for your dad, happy for your mom and your sister. I know it's a very special time for you, very special time for the family. I mean, it's just going to be a big upgrade and a new way of living and kind of, you know, the Big Apple, baby. You go there and you do what you do. You could be really big there, you know, and we so behind you, and you know you got our full support from Coos fam, from, you know, all the Coos people, everybody, the Legacy family, everybody, you know, they love you, and that comes with you again being a stand-up guy. I think we the best thing about our program and what we do, we have good character kids, and like you a good basketball player, great basketball player, but even better person, and that's what makes you excel in his game and his game of life. Like a lot of kids couldn't be leaving a school with a year left to go and everything is green. You know, it's still love from the North Texas staff. It's still love from the staff that was at North Texas that went to Texas Tech. You know, they still love you. So that stuff don't happen unless you are a good character kid, and I think that's a testament to your character and what type of kid you are. So, man, St. John's, they're getting a heck of a player, but even better person. We're super excited about it. Congratulations to you and Rick Pitino and everybody that's involved in the situation and in the process, man. So Anybody else you want to shout out before we let you go, man? We know you're busy, man.
Man, shout out everybody who helped me out throughout this whole process.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, dude. I would definitely keep it. During the year, we're going to get some access, interviews, get you after a big game, get you after a couple games. We'll mark it down so we could get some feedback from none other than A. Scott himself, man. Appreciate you for being on the pod, dude.
Sounds good. Appreciate y'all.
Yep, no doubt.